And, and think about it, right? I make plans and I have visions for material success, meaning I can see my course outline. I can see the path, the destiny. And because I can see it, God is placing all the factors in order. It's happening. Or so you say universe. But why don't I have a plan for my spiritual self? Why don't I have a vision? Why don't I see exactly what I want my spiritual self to be? Because this materialistic world has me focused on what I can see, then it's easier to have more conviction about the visible plans or hopes or goals that you may have. And because you have that conviction, it's easier to attain it. Why? Because you receive the answer to your prayer. Why? Because you have your emotion involved, your passion, your dedication. But why don't I do the same thing for my spiritual success? Right? I mean, it's spiritual success. It's greater in a way than material. Material can pass away, but my spirit is who I am forever. Not ever, for eternity. Like really. Once my spirit leaves this world, it can go on to a next. I can't take the material possessions, then why would I make more plans for the material than the spiritual? It's because I can't see the spiritual. I can't have a vision for it. Can't have a plan for it, or can I? How do I determine spiritual success, right? Material success, good business, good pride, good following, good, obviously we can see material success. We can name it as certain things. But how do I name spiritual success? Only thing I can think of is fruits of the spirit. So by looking at the fruits, if I put them on a scale, just like in fight night or boxing games, where you have speed, stamina, strength, heart, etc., hands, quickness, whatever. Now you got fruits of the spirit on a graph. And the goal of us as spiritual beings is to evolve vertically. Vertically. So yeah, we could have success on a horizontal line, either good success, bad success. But that success is still based on what you see. You have to have goals, not goals, but role models, whether they be good role models or bad role models. And then you decide to change yourself, to kill yourself in order to take on a new self. Now, some people would say this is personality, right? But back to the spiritual growth. Vertically, on this y-axis, we need to go from one point in time and we need to evolve to become greater spiritually. We need personality evolution. Then what if I can make a chart that shows how a person's soul can evolve? Why? Think about the quote-unquote evolution of man, how we went from apes to human beings. You can see steps and pictures of how from walking on fours or hunched over to walking on two. So why not have the evolution of a soul, where you have different characteristics that a person portrays? Obviously on the spectrum from hate to love, also from anger to whatever, also from lust to love, I don't know. You have a different scale. And based off that scale, you could give them different colors. Like people say auras or energy. Or you could have different images. Some being more demonic, some being like angels, whatever it may be. But main point is, how do I evolve personally? I don't have like a step-by-step course to evolve. I mean, that's what parents teach their children, technically, to a certain degree. These children have their thoughts against the will of God or against the will of society, against what's right and wrong, moral standards. And the parents have to train them up to fit in, teaching them how to control their own soul or their own spirit. But parents who don't teach their children, those children are off on a bad path. And the more off they are, then the harder it is to get back on track. Imagine shooting an arrow at a target. You're 100 yards away. If you're off by a fraction, by the time it gets to the target, you could be off by 5 yards, 10 yards, 2 feet. Meaning one small negative thing here creates a big ripple effect there. If you find yourself in that situation where there's no way for you to get back on track, the only option is to kill yourself and be reborn on track. Let the arrow go. Don't hold on to that path. Don't hold on to that life. Don't hold on to that vision. Don't hold on to those thoughts. Let those thoughts pass. Let those actions stop. Let the habits be broken. Simply kill them with your heart. With as much energy as it would take to kill an actual human being, you need to kill yourself, an actual human being, spiritual self. Because technically, when you're killing a human being, of course, you're strangling the body. Let's say you're strangling him. But the body is just moving because the spirit is inside of it. And it's the spirit of a man who fights back. That's why you can kill some people easier than others. It's because you're killing a soul. You're killing a spirit. You're not killing a person. You're ending that spirit's existence in this world where they're given a chance to learn. And if their mission's not done, you can't kill them. We need to evolve spiritually. We need to kill ourselves spiritually. We need to molt like a dragonfly larvae, butterflies, caterpillars, etc. Transformation. Right? And the way I've been given is 13 teachings. So simply those teachings have to become my thoughts, then my actions, until they become my habits. And then I can understand my vision. My spiritual vision, what is it? My spiritual destiny, God. My spiritual plan, what is it, right? I need to see it as clearly as I see this education program and believe it will impact people as much as it will the education program. That's what I'm doing today.